Righty, mic check. There you go, and there goes the audio. Sweet. Hello, everyone. Long time no see. Hope everyone's doing well. Cool. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Those of you who are just dialing in on the recording or the stream, I had like a brief moment to run something. Gonna have a little fun running some polar ops. So today we're in JUSTFLIGHT's RJ professional add-on, which includes the 70, the 85, and the 100. This particular add-on is very, very near and dear to me because, you know, I kind of came into commercial aviation when these guys were just kind of coming out of circulation. The company I were actually was one of the few that operated. So, um, definitely looking forward to getting a quick flight in. We're located up in Yellowknife, home of Buffalo Airways, I think. Yep, there are hangars around here somewhere. And I'm going to take a quick trip up to a diamond mine, run some charter operations. The weather leaves a lot to be desired. I'm sure you guys can see all the eyes. It's like I launched the sim, gave it a minute, and I saw the ice accumulation. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna try to de-ice for sure. We're gonna do the GSX de-icing just for formality. I don't think the simulation, like the de-icing simulation, the RJ, but we'll give it a try. I believe the flight time's gonna be fairly short, like 33 minutes. It's only like 190 miles. Um, I want to pronounce the mine's name, but I'm going to mess it up. Um, let's see. Actually, let's get the chat up. Telling you guys, don't stream for forever in a day and realize what happens. Whoa, whoa. What's going on, Mike? Yeah. So let me launch this real quick. Cool. And I guess we'll go ahead and start boarding. I launched you guys in a warm airplane. I didn't want to bore you with the semantic. This thing got in-flight Wi-Fi. No, but you are free to pull out the magazine, my friend, and pretend you're browsing Google. I don't know, man. I might have Starlink on here. If that was me running an outfit like this far, like this remote, I would totally have Starlink on my aircraft. How about warm nuts in first class? I mean, there's definitely some nuts there, man. But I don't know if they're gonna be warm. Hey, sorry, man. Should have known. Message retracted. Nope, you can't. Nope, no tape backs. Nope, no tape backs. You know better than that, man. You know better. We're gonna go ahead and board. Uh, we won't dilly dally around. I don't know how this is going to work. Attach pushback tug. No, we're going to pull through. No, I think we're all set with that. The integration, last I checked, functioned pretty well. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and get those cargo doors open. And while this is marinating, we're going to slide over here and get this flight plan and put it into the FMS, which is fairly straightforward. We'll go to the dispatch here and take a look, see what we got going on. So yeah, we're looking like 170 miles. Heading over to Ikati. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Ikati. All right. Fairly straight routing. We're going to depart. We'll probably vector ourselves direct Boulder, and then from there we'll go direct Ikati. Weather's a little funky in Ikati. 5 statute miles, got some haze. The issue is going to be our options as it relates to getting in there. Not many approaches available. There's a couple of RNAVs, so we're not completely hosed in that regard, but there's no radio based approach methods here, which is this to me. I think this is where RNAV really makes its money here, is remote locations like this that has very little support as it relates to airspace infrastructure. And so, boop, we got some RNAV waypoints here. So, got a couple options as it relates to that. I really love this EFB. The Phoenix is probably my favorite, but definitely loving this EFB. So we got winds out of the northwest there. So I'm thinking, guys, unless that could change. Green light, big up, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Check that watch, the RAM availability. Yep, that's definitely yeah, I don't think that's oops, going to be an issue in this aircraft. Go green light. Yeah, man. But yeah, normally to your point, Mike, it's definitely going to be a concern. Also want to make sure we got adequate weather as well, especially when we get to really cold environments. The altimeter setting is going to be so. But yeah, that's what we're working with there. So yeah, we'll slide into here and get this inputted. All right, we'll slide over to there, and I'm so not familiar with some of these airport codes, so pardon me if I. Let's see, and we'll do Charlie, Yankee, Oscar Alpha. Let's see. All right, and I don't even know. We'll just make I think I put one in here. So 411. All right, so we're going to just assume we check the NOTAMs, make sure there's no issue as it relates to the runway. And Ikati, I believe it is a soft field, a gravel field, so we'll get some soft field ops in. Should be pretty interesting. And just want to double check. And all right, average wind. Okay. All right, so come back over here and drifting snow. Yay! I love drifting snow. Don't you guys like drifting? I like drifting snow. See how that goes. Let's go back. Alright, and search. It just blows my mind that that type of aircraft they operate out of this airport in these conditions is just mind blowing. I'm thinking 3-4. We'll double check here. You guys are gonna see me bounce back and forth, but let's see. 0. Yeah. It'll be. We have a little crosswindage here, but we're gonna do 3-4 for sure. For sure. Okay, so let me jump in here and finish Loader. Go in there and back. And we'll give it. There's a departure out of here, but again, we're just going to vector ourselves. We'll go ahead and activate that. And we'll clear this chat. And legs page, we'll just kind of review it. It's simple, direct. We're planning for 2-0, but that being said, it may change. But I am going, for my sanity, I'm going to go ahead and dial in the RNAV there. FMC looks pretty intuitive. Yeah, if you're familiar with Boeing logic, it's very similar to that. Most of them you see in some applications. You also see the universal FMS in here as well. But I think for the sake of simplicity, they opted to go with this version, which is cool with. But yeah, very intuitive. And they did not play wheat. Alright, so let's go ahead. Probably should have did that a little earlier, but it's alright. We'll get the inner pump on. The PU going. I want to double check that. That approach into Akati. Okay. Let's see. You know, that may change. I'll tell you what, let's do 0-2. Let's do 0-2. So we'll erase that. 0-2. And we won't run a transition for now. Alright, so we'll come back here to our manifest. So the RJ has the ability to integrate directly with the EFB here, but I've had problems with it. I don't know if it's self-inflicted. Could very well be. But for just my sanity, I just go ahead and hit instant there. Oh, they closed everything for me. Cool.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Wait. Alright. Let's see. Cruise altitude is going to be 220. I gotta remember a lot of the headings here are not going to be magnetic, they're going to be true. Interesting. Okay. We'll have to go in there and put that here shortly. Alright, let's go and alright, so 9.6. Let's see, plan fuel there, 9.6, and drop 9.6 in here. Also, zero fuel, 7.0, 79.0. I thought it was kind of weird, like that 4.4. It's, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if that's a bug or what. And 2.6. That'll be the reserves, average winds. We can go back to our dispatch release here, and now the APU is nice and warm. We'll go ahead and get some air going. Both fans going as well. We'll tell everybody to go ahead and sit down and shut up. It's gonna be a crazy ride. All right. Go back to output. 276 at 44. 276 at 44. Alright, let's see. Go down here into the winds aloft. We'll turbulate a bit. We'll say negative 32. Yeah. Take that back. 31. Okay. Wait. Alright, so we'll jump in here into plan mode. Have a brief overview of what we're doing here, and like again, threat super straightforward. The departure out is going to be interesting, as we're going to be either in or above weather the whole time. So we'll probably going to leave the bleeds on in lieu of the APU bleed also for anti-icing. Probably going to end up having to do. Let's do this also. We're going to get the pressurization controller set up for Akade, which is 100. We'll go above that. We'll call it slick at 1600. Alright, cool. So doors are closed. Come back over here. I believe we're boarded, actually, like legit boarded. So got passengers in the back. We'll go ahead and get that close there. The only thing that's kind of bothersome is they have this really annoying music, and I hadn't figured out how to turn it on. Maybe I should read the manual. But yeah, it's some very interesting music. Let's see, release. So we'll go ahead and lock that. We don't need anyone in there. Need anyone getting any ideas back there. And we are not going to be on VATSIM, but we'll tune to Yellowknife radio just to kind of, I believe it's Edmonton radio, just to give some continuity there. So departure, search that dude. Did I make you mad? Yeah, that's Akadi. There we go. A little bit delayed there. Alright, let's see. Yellowknife ground tower radio, we'll do 18.5. 5 there. Any controllers ever up? That's a good question. I have not. I was on VATSIM yesterday, Mike, and I did not run into any. I'm sure there are. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. I mean, you would assume for this area, Yellowknife would be pretty popular, but that's kind of interesting. But yeah, most times I haven't seen. We'll go ahead and get our DC pump on, braking some. I'm sorry, parking brake pressure there. So yellow pressure's back up. That's holding. We're going to go ahead and call to disconnect external power. And we're going to, I want to start, but I want to see if we can call for de-icing first. Let's see. Request de-ice. Alright, and go ahead and get our takeoff flaps, which will serve V speeds as well. We're not going to derate anything. We're going to need max power up out of here for sure. Flaps 18 to be what we'll be utilizing on the departure. CG and trim is automatically set. Shout out to our virtual FO. Data is on because I like to have ground speeds. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll air in the runway. We'll de-ice in the runway environment. Taxi down to tree 4 circle and out the door. And we'll do type 1. We're not going to be that long.
Now and observe fluid type 1. Concentration at 75%. We'll call you back when ready.
Sweet, you do that. Yeah, it's going to be gnarly. Oh, this is going to be fun. Can you see it? I wonder if you can see the eyes from the... Heck yeah, you can. Wow. Woot. Whether or not this has a meaningful effect and it's actually functional, probably not. So once we fire up, we'll get some supplemental anti-ice going. And solid. Yeah, man, it's pretty. I've been really impressed with it. Hope it's not too loud and blowing y'all out. Yeah, I've been really impressed with it so far. We're not going to get there quick. And I think Cruise should do like Mach 0.67. It's not, there's no speed demon at all. But in comparison to taking the same trip in a turboprop, you know, you get that as a passenger, you get that mainline feel. And that's probably the biggest way I can describe it from a passenger perspective. It was the E-Jet feel before E-Jets came out on the scene, if that makes sense. Maintenance wise, yeah, they're maintenance queens. They love their maintenance sense.
De-icing and anti-icing completed.
Sweet, thank you.
Code is fluid type 1. Concentration at 75%. I'm disconnecting. Good day.
Thank you. Okay. Should probably wrote that down on a holdover sheet, but be alright. They've even went so far as having only 1 and 4 supply power, so there is no power generating equipment in 2 or 3. So it's, yeah, this is definitely interesting. Sweet. So let's operate stairs. Let's go ahead and remove chocks. And we'll go ahead and fire up, and we'll go orders from 4, 3, 2, 1, and yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll go ahead and get our kind of work my flow is coming from left to right there. So all my inner pump, my outer and inner pumps on. Hydraulics are set. We'll go ahead and get my yaw dampers on. Depending on the day, we'll go A. Brake fan set to auto. Auto skid on. Yellow and green lift spoilers are on. These are later. We'll check back. We need 28 volts to start up. AP putting out good power. Looks good. Man, we really need these on, but I'm gonna turn these off for start up. Let's see. Flight deck emergency lights are on. Those signs are on. Air is off. Even though we're not going to, there's no pneumatic starting on these particular engines, it does put a bit of a load on the system, so we will turn off the packs. And so packs 1 and 2 are off. Beacon light is off. And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay. Sweet. So we'll go ahead and put the engine selector switch to 4. Verify we are clear of any ground. I'm used to VR, so I'm kind of like looking, but I can't. Yep, so we're clear of ground equipment. And start master on. And yep, I think we're ready to go. So go ahead and get 4 going. Looking for 10% on the N2. Alright, there's fuel. Oil pressure is increasing. CGT in 1 turning. Guys can. Alright. And she's stable at 23. Sweet. Alright. Same thing, number 3, rinse and repeat. Alright, looking for about 10% on the number 2 minimum. So that's coming up there. N1's creeping up, so that's cool. And there's gas. Oil pressure's coming up. AGT rising. N1 is coming up. Let her line out about 23-24% is what we're looking for. Relay stabilize. Still amazes me how back in its heyday this guy was actually quieter than some twin engine aircraft. It was just very amazing to me. Not as fuel efficient, but very definitely did not set off the noise abatement equipment as much. Alright, so we're stable there. Go ahead and crank up 2. Man, we need to get some window heat on like yesterday. There's 10%. Throw some gas. Man, so you guys can kind of see there. Very believable indications. I would like to have seen a little more variability. But you know, that's just me just being overly, you know, overly zealous as relates to the, you know, systems. But it looks really, really good. All right, let her line out there. Yep, happy. All right, number 1. And again, 10%. There's gas. Looking good. Oil pressure and temp. I love the little fluctuations there. You guys see that? Oh man, especially in oil pressure, that looks really cool. Oil temp's fairly steady. I mean, that's what you would expect. Man, that's superb, just like freaking superb. Alright, looks good. I think we got 4 good engines there. Alright, I'll let that off. We'll get the APU air back on. Let's go ahead and look at 4K. We've got, oops, didn't want you. Generator power there. Leave that on. Definitely going to be interesting. Windows heat back on like again yesterday. Ice detect on. Let's see if we can get the window heat on. I'm not window heat, I'm sorry. The wing heat. We're probably gonna get a low temp indication, but that's okay. I'm gonna see if that goes away once the bleed air temp increases a little bit. So we'll monitor and see again. I don't know for sure. Don't know the spec, but this is how we're gonna operate it. We'll put that back on both. Alright, let's go ahead and get flaps put in. Wing, not de-iced. Did. Alright, that's good. Let's get a flight controls check. Let you guys kind of see that from the outside. Bird. Alright, left right rudder. And yes, the tail slits for a speed brake. Buttons, and switches galore. Oh, it's not that bad, Mike. Oh my goodness. I know what you're looking for. It's not that bad. Alrighty. Yep. Ladies and gents, I think we're ready to taxi. I do want to do this. Save myself. Take. Where are you? Oh my goodness. We'll go ahead and clear this up all the way up to why? Because alright. I'm gonna try to get as much done now as we possibly can. Alright. Like we're melting ice, that's good. So cool. We'll taxi out and go from there. I'll show you guys a pretty nifty feature, which we're kind of getting spoiled by seeing a lot of, but definitely helps when it's there. We'll taxiway map doohickey. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we got low pressure. That's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna call it the eyes. Alright, so ground equipment clear. Alright. Runway there. Ooh, it's gonna be a fun departure. Alright, yeah, we'll make a left here. Got a little bit of a hazard here. You definitely want to be mindful, especially if it's uncontrolled. I believe, yeah, there's a tower here, but if we were uncontrolled, we would want to keep our heads on a swivel. There's no lie. No lie. Alright. Seeing traffic, guys, seeing traffic on. Make a call here. We're entering runway 34 and make our way down here. Guys, kind of see what's going on. Oh, it's just gonna be so much fun. Alright, let's get some flashing action going here, get strobe lights on. Now that we're on the runway, we'll come up to a nice trot. Well, I'm doing this for a couple reasons. One, we want to hurry up and get down to our spot where we're making a 180. But two, I want to try to keep the compressor speeds up so we can get that bleed air, get that hot bleed air, and try to keep ice off wings. So I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone, but I don't think we're okay. Yeah, we're producing enough. Now it's saying, hey, you know, engine speeds are kind of low, but you know, we're still semi have some functional nacelle anti-icing. First time at this airport, so let's give you all a heads up. It's going to be a new experience for both of us. We're rolling back here. Probably did nothing as far as our anti-ice capabilities, but go here. That's another thing, too, especially when you can go with like a very light anti-ice fluid. Very, very not as thick. It's like Type 4 fluid, so your holdover time is like very nil. You gotta hurry up and get get airborne, get wheels going, especially for performance limited aircraft like the RJ. And be honest, each can be performance limited. Want to try to get those engines humming and pneumatics going as quick as you can. All right, okie dokie. So we'll. Yep, yeah, you know it, man. Them holdover times. We'll get you, bro. We'll get you. We'll get you. All right, didn't get a horn. Let's go ahead and let these folks know. Man, it's so weird without being in VR. That's another reason why it's been pretty difficult to stream here lately, y'all, is because VR has.
Cabin is secure for departure.
Thank you. VR has just like dominated my. Okay, so landing lights are on. Ignition set to continuous. We will. We'll go ahead and turn off. You know what? Yeah, we should be fine. So we got. Man, VR hits a little bit hard to go back. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Yeah, we should be good, guys. We'll get those research on there. And yeah, so again, we'll depart flowering heading and get configured, and we'll vector ourselves direct to boater. And we're just going to assume we've done our briefing here. Of course, we have an prior to V1, ground spoilers, and max braking. We have no reverse thrust. So, but after anything after VR, we're flying, and we'll try to get the airplane stable and go from there. Speaking of which, yeah, let's go ahead and get up and go ahead and get off here. Let's say that for a wheat bill on the heavy side. So, wheat. All right. Cool. So what we shall do here is go ahead and roll them up to 40%.
Check thrust.
Thrust wing correction there.
Thrust set. Airspeed allowed.
Toga. Slowly working out that cross
Easy knots.
direction. Yeah, those winds are kicking.
Go. Rotate. Positive climb.
Yep.
0%.
Eesh. And we'll hold 15 on a super aggressive AOA. Wow. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go ahead and get cleaned up here. We'll go ahead and set her for about 210 is what we're looking for. Go ahead and toss her in the level changes as well. Alright, now we can kind of fly that flight director a little bit. That climb thrust. Super busy on departure, y'all. Alright. So now we're up, we're making good power. We'll go ahead and get all this on here. And let's go ahead and vector ourselves direct Boda. That's our ice detected Location. And let's go ahead and hit 210 there. See if we can get 2.5 out of her. Wait, and direct Boda. Go. Boda. Boda. Alright. And the pronunciation's there. Looks good. Go ahead and get those engine cell heat on. So, yeah, sounds are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, really good sound pack from JUSTFLIGHT though. As you move about the cabin, they change kind of in accordance, and this is pretty spot on to what I remember. Because it's like back here is like super quiet, but when we drop flaps on approach, you'll kind of, if we have time, we'll try to shoot back here real quick because it definitely has a distinctive howl once the flaps are getting deployed. But so far, we're looking pretty good. Feeling pretty good about things. Yeah, we're gonna leave that on for right now because we're definitely in some not fun icing conditions here. Pretty quick trip, so shouldn't be far at all. Jump over here. Pretty sweet map as well. It's not as fleshed out as Phoenix, but it looks pretty good. I mean, just absolutely nothing here, guys. Oh my gosh, could y'all imagine? Nothing, I tell you. One thing I did notice though is a lot of the effects to like the pneumatics and the pneumatic demands. I've kind of noticed, like here, for example, you start turning on the bleeds, EGTs come up a little bit, little things like that were really cool. But you know, for the most part, put this guy true. For the most part, I mean, I'm, you know, never flew the thing real world, but you know, from what I've read and seen, pretty dang good. Let's go over to the arrival section again. We're gonna do some solid field ops, guys, and I couldn't find an FCOM that clearly depicts soft field operations for the RJ100, which is what we're in. But we're gonna do the best we can. Gonna do the best we can. Just gorgeous country, guys. My goodness. My goodness. We're at 10K yet. Pretty close enough. We'll go ahead and get that off, and we'll go ahead and get the APU air off and turn the APU off. Send it. Oh man. Nacelle heat off as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the performance just went through the roof there once we turned off the some of the demands on the pneumatic system. And we are just screaming now. Pretty cool. Send it. Yeah, man, full send, bro. Full send. So fortunately, with the avionics set we don't have full LPV or anything like that. So it's more or less advisory. So we're going to have to definitely play an active role on the approach and make sure we're hitting we're hitting our cues though. But it's looking at the approach though. Looks fairly straightforward. Edmonton radio, Acadie Unicom as well. Of course, final approach course B023. Normally I'll toss that in the approach window, and then of course window for operational purposes. And let's see here. Looking at some of these headings, make sure I thought I saw it true. Yeah, true heading. So want to make sure, I'm not sure if you guys see that there, detection there, true. With us being so close to magnetic north, things get kind of wonky. So a lot of the headings and the things like that you get this far north will be a true heading rather than magnetic, which there's definitely a deep. So it's why I want to make sure we have that figured out. See for 200 PB decision height 50, which we do have a radar altimeter. But I'm going to base our minimums off of Yellowknife criteria, so we'll set up 3. I'm gonna do 400, just because this is like my first RNAV thing. We'll do 400. Get that tuned in. Sweet. One thing I did notice about this aircraft on descent, man, I don't know if this is accurate. I don't know if this is something that coincides with its actual, characteristics on descent with flight dynamics, but she can be pretty tough to slow down, I saw. Yeah, she can be pretty tough. Got enough missed a cue for them. And then we can reset that. Also, I'm not going to turn off the seatbelt signs. It's going to be a little sketch. Anyway, so, and it's going to be like a really, really short cruise. Yeah, it's just, and the country, insane, just insane. You would think so, Mike. You would think so, man. So it's funny. It's rollback power in the cruise, and it's like, she just completely, lays down. But yeah, on the descent, it can be pretty. You definitely have to bump the speed brakes a little bit, I noticed. And this is just me hypothesizing, but one of the reasons I think is because the bleed system has to keep such a high, in this particular aircraft, you have to descend at like a medium, a minimum engine speed to maintain pressurization. So that whole time you're producing thrust as well. That's the only thing I can contribute as to why the darn thing's so hard to slow down. Because yeah, I mean, just looking at it like from a, based on its physical traits, like yeah, drop like a freaking rock. But yeah, I think I think probably the reason stems from the nature of the just not a strong pressure, not a strong pneumatic system. Sweet, want to go, man? We're just getting ice the whole way. Yeah, that's what the weather was showing. Not shut. That is interesting. Axon. Interesting. Well, we ain't any ice on. Hopefully won't be in this long. Let's go to progress page here. Yeah, like 111 miles or so. One team. But we're gonna see if we can get. We'll do about 60. It says we're out of ice, so hopefully we'll leave them on for a little longer to give some time to catch up. I gotta do some research as to why. I'm sure there's some functional reason, I just don't know it. Engine 1 valve not shut. Which, excuse me, know that. Interesting. But I guess the biggest selling point with this guy is, and I like the 146, which is what JUSTFLIGHT released before this one, but not having that additional level of automation with the auto throttle made flying this thing a chore. Especially in that sim, like having that auto throttle just an absolute world of difference. Just a world of difference. And I think we're more out of the way, guys. What do you guys think? Alright, so since we somewhat got the approach down, we won't get but I am curious. Like there's not an NDB or anything that these waypoints based off of this the RNAV intersection. Let's be getting 300. Interesting. So let's go back and take a look at the weather again. Let's see. 5 miles. Straight GPS. Yeah, dude. Straight GPS, man. And that's fascinating, though. Let's take a look at the actual field itself. Like where we're parking. Because I know this is a gravel strip, but take a look, see. I think it made it mad again. I wonder if they just have too many ground-based and other considerations. Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. And it could be too, since they're so close to magnetic north. You know, maybe traditional means. You know what I mean? There we go. Gosh, took forever. All right. Caution, blasting area 2.4. Okay, so they're doing some blasting 2.4 nautical miles southwest of the aerodrome, surface to 2600. Blasting and all clear announcements are made on the Unicom frequency. You definitely want to be listening in on that. High density traffic, remotely piloted aircraft, vicinity migratory birds, caribou, etc. I'm sure. Let's wind this guy down here. Yeah, we're gonna be starting our top of drop here in like a couple minutes. Let's see. All right, so there's a poppy there. Let's look at the go around in this thing. I mean, if we got to go around, first minimum of the climb grade 2.4, 210 foot per nautical miles, 1800. All right. Yeah, we'll make that. We'll make that. Let's go around. We're gonna land flaps 30, but flaps 18. Slowly roll her in, and we'll get out of there. Okay. Yeah. All we can do is shoot the approach, kind of fill around, and see what happens. Definitely semi-working, I think. Yeah, it's like no ice detected, but we're definitely still accumulating it. All right, let's work our way down here. We're going to shoot for 4,000. Go ahead, RMBS. Get up, let off a little of that energy. Got my banana coming in there. Looks good. I like it. We'll roll that in. What's my controller doing? All right, looks good. Go ahead and we'll wait. We'll give him a little bit. Give him a little bit. Oh, just coming in, y'all. Welcome. Sorry, y'all. It's been nutty here. I'm over here trying to aviate, navigate, such. But yeah, long time no see. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Veterans Day to all my fellow brothers and sisters out there. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves or at somebody's barbecue, etc. Oh man, what next week? Oh my gosh, man, 2024 is about to drop. I bit the bullet and pre-ordered the. I think I'm gonna do the premium deluxe edition, what I did, and it hurt the soul. Never lived. I don't think I've ever spent that much money on, well, at one time, right, for like the base platform. I mean, if you spent consecutively, yes, way more money than I care to admit. But yeah, bit the bullet on. I did Steam Edition. Let me know, y'all, in the chat which one y'all decide to go with. I wanted Steam Edition. I have problems with the Xbox Store version. I don't know. It's just me. So I went with the Steam Edition. So yeah, see, looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. I don't think everything is just going to be peaches and cream on day one. I don't think any platform ever has. And so I'm just looking. Just let me see what the default's looking like, and get these experience from there. I'm okay with slowly but surely weaning myself off of 2020. So I'll probably hold on for a little bit so everything gets dialed in. And I don't know, y'all. Could y'all imagine, heaven forbid, you had to ditch you can't be in this area and not have some sort of satellite community. Like I would. Wouldn't catch me flying in this neck of the woods and not have, sort of satellite comm. Which now, heck, I think, like a lot of cell phones are coming. Like I know, I know with my iPhone, you can send, you can send text messages via satellite. So, I guess we're all kind of, a lot of us are already kind of, I guess, pre-prepped in the event something crazy goes down. What was that altimeter? We want to double check that for 2927 is what's the bird? I don't know how accurate that is. I mean, we'll go with 2906. We'll go that for right now. Hopefully the stream's okay because I got a frame freaking got some sort of error. So y'all let me know if the screen gets janky. We'll make adjustments accordingly. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and notify the cabin. And yeah, we're out of the. Look, Mr. Dave, hope you're doing well, sir. My gosh, Mr. Dave, hope all is well. Too cool, man. How you been? How's things? Afternoon, dear sir. But you see here, Mike, what I mean there. We're only doing like 1,700 foot per minute. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bump the speed brakes, which I think this is probably like the coolest thing about this airplane. Again, I'm gonna grab on it just a little bit. Make sure y'all can hear that. I'm probably like doing this in the cabin. Let me stop. But yeah, probably what this thing is known for. And when they deploy, you can definitely feel them. It's like someone's grabbing the aircraft. It's very pronounced. Very pronounced. Got other one, I think, up well view. Oh, yes, they're doing well, Dave. Thank you for asking, sir. They're keeping me young and busy. But yes, all is well over here. I'm just glad to have an opportunity to speak with you. It's been a long time. Too long. Hope you feel better, my friend. Hope you get on the other side of that for sure. For sure. It's been causing a lot of people problems. And pray everything works out for you. You ever get to fly this? No, I've been on one, but never had the pleasure of piloting this old girl. We had the 85s, and they dominated Memphis. That's all you saw, and Minneapolis and Detroit, and yeah. Like I was mentioning earlier, they had the E-Jet cabin before the E-Jet was on the scene, but they were maintenance queens, loved their maintenance, and it's just, when you had the CRJ 900 really hit the scene, and those other aircraft, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It wasn't, kind of reminds me of the 6. It's almost exactly like the 146. I think they made some changes. For sure, they added the FADEC. I don't know as far. I think it's the same Allison engines. I forget. Hopefully, someone in chat later on will remind us. But very minimal changes as it relates to the actual airframe. But the panel really saw the majority of the love. So you got the new engine indications, you got the semi-glass flight deck there, the FMS, FMC, but the FADEC was the real kicker there. And to me, it just completely changed the airplane. Absolutely, I enjoy it because I had Just Flights 146. It's the AP enunciation. And I enjoyed it, but you were pretty busy. You know, the CRG is one thing because it's a non-auto throttle aircraft, but there's only two engines. But trying to manage four, now granted, once you kind of stabilized it, it wasn't too terribly bad. But um, that being said, the auto throttle helps a lot with this guy. Definitely changes the game. Let me. We'll do this here. They're already kind of semi doing a briefing there. So we're just kind of monitoring things. I wouldn't be mad if we just got straight visual conditions and we'll just turn this thing into a visual. But we are prepped, worst case. Then engine count reminds me of my -2 engines. Exactly. It's definitely a hodgepodge, Mr. Dave. That's for sure. Definitely a hodgepodge. But you guys can probably y'all can probably see now. I'm just trying to work the air brakes here like a madman. All right, let's go ahead and get landing lights on. All right, let's go ahead and get the AP air on. We'll go ahead. I don't see any eyes. North is already getting any enunciations there. So we'll take the pneumatic load off of the engines, put it on the APU. A couple reasons why, from what I read, more specifically on departure. Apparently, the engines can provide pressurization and the other pneumatic demands just fine on departure. But I have read, and I do remember confirmation that they do tend to surge a little bit on departure as it relates to the pressurization. So the pressurization will surge a little bit, so you'll get a little spike. And just for the sake of eliminating that passenger comfort, most ops, they'll opt to put the on the so they use the APU very heavily on this aircraft, very heavily. Okay, let's work our way down to 3,200. You guys see the field? I don't see the field. One to go. Actually, let's do 5. The field there off to our right, but it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. Let's get the guy slow down a little bit. Alright, looks like she's lining out there. Go ahead and get continuous up on there. Cool. Oh, I can't lean past the pillar. Guy up there. Range down here. Start still loading. I will be on the ground by the time that thing comes up. You guys see it? I don't see it. Is that it? Alright, let's go ahead and grab 180 and flaps 18. Alright, flap 16. You guys can hear that. I don't know how loud it is. And okay. Yeah, like I still want to leave head out this. And I got her. My controls. And my throttles also. Then grab flaps 24. Alright. Whoa guys, check out the mine. Too cool. Alright, let's not kill ourselves, but I do wanna see if I can snag a quick view. He trims out pretty nicely. Wait, that's the hole of doom. Alright, yeah, we're gonna kill. I was totally gonna kill us, y'all. Whoops. Flaps dirty. Thank you. Kind of want to keep it low anyway, because I think an 85 comes here instead of 100, so we might be a little big for this trip, but we'll see.
500.
Speed brakes are deployed at about 50 feet, so
Minimums.
we're sending it. Wow. Is it kind of sunken into y'all? What?
100. 50. 40. 30.
Oh my gosh.
20.
Is this even accurate?
10.
Brake pressure checked. Spoilers.
What? There's no way this is accurate. There is no way. Yes, y'all, I'm on the bricks like a madman as well, just FYI.
60 knots.
There's no way. Someone YouTube this place and let me know if this is accurate. What? Okay, I see the tire marks there. You got one tarnation. Bro, tell me about it. What? Man, there's no way. I'm not. Oh my gosh, I'm not buying it for 99 cents. No one is landing here, are they? Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Alright guys, let's clean this plate, clean this aircraft up, get ourselves together at professional, like we totally knew this was gonna happen. We totally knew this was gonna happen. Let's see here. Man, that is wild. Are we going even to clear that? Sheesh. Alright, let's get the taxi lights on. Man, there's no way. If this is accurate, you're not getting anything else into the airport that's turbine powered. No way. No way. Like, where do y'all want me to park this thing? Like, where do y'all want me to go? Oh my gosh. This is nuts. Oh, don't hit the light pole. Light pole. I'm following the tire tracks in case you guys are wondering. Like, when in doubt, follow the tire track. Alright. My man landed on bro. Like, I feel like I need a hard hat right now. Oh my gosh, guys. Probably carried a -9, -8. Yeah, but that's crazy, guys. Look it up. They actually send this thing into here. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know how we would get out of here. All right, y'all. We burning gas. Let's shut this thing down. Oh man. All right. All right. I mean, we got generators on. Yep, APJ.
Heavenly, those manuals and
I don't know if you guys can hear the tropical music in the background. It's so weird. Well, I need you. Cool. I don't even know if GSX will work. Or there we go. Which is as big as waffles. Are they? Man, you gotta love that British Aerospace's engineering, man. They love their big switches. Oh man. Let's go ahead and get some chalks. Will they even have ground power? I don't even know. We're just gonna assume they don't have ground power. Watch, guys. I'm gonna try GSX. I'm sure GSX is gonna be like, oh, parking, stable parking. All right, guys. I'm gonna break immersion here. I just want to see where it moves me. Oh, okay. So it, okay. Makes sense. Alright. Heck, let's deplane? You guys want to deboard? Yeah, I guess strategic. Feel like deplaning this? Y'all got stairs or what? They're like, heck no, Johnny won't have any stinking stairs. Where y'all? Where you expect? Where you think you're at, JFK? Man, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to turn it around, or let's see, what time is it?
Passenger's bus is coming.
Let's do. Sorry guys, I'm parenting for a minute. Let's take it outside. Also, I guess there was.
Passengers reporting starting.
I don't even know how we're getting that. I mean, I'll try it. I will try it. I'm gonna run. Need some lunch. Great seeing you. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, brother, keep the blue side up as well, man. I don't know if this is accurate though, guys. That's my only concern. Because we totally landed in a hole. Let me pull up some pictures real quick. If not, we may end up just ending the stream here. Because I don't. Because I want to say, guys, that shit's bad. Yeah, it should. Yeah, it totally looks like it's supposed to be elevated. I wrong. Let me look. The scenery is great. I just don't know. Sim add-on. Yeah, definitely shot some add-ons as well. Want to make sure. Yeah, so yeah, that should not be there. So we're going to end it here. Well, once you know, we're going to end it here for right now, y'all, and we'll revisit it. But this is a blast, and there's another diamond mine as well. So this might be our thing for the interim. There are also trips down to Yellowknife. Tons of options out here. So we're gonna be playing here and shut her down and call it slick for right now. But those y'all that came in, y'all, again, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Be sure to check out our podcast, closetrafficpodcast.com. But aside from that, guys, happy Veterans Day and take care of yourselves. Yeah.